Flosstube, I'm Sarah here at Every Little X Stitch. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a past subscriber, if you're new, hi, welcome. So I'm gonna try to do this video as quick as I can. Kids have been gone all day today and just craziness going on. So I have finishes, lots and lots of finishes, you guys. Not so much cross stitch, but cross stitch related for me. There are lots of project bags that I have to share with you guys. So I'm gonna go over finishes first. I have been busy this week working on these things like mad. This is Zara. She is my African gray parrot. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen her before, that's her. So she's just kind of gonna be joining me in videos now. So yes, that's Zara. Okay, so cross stitch finishes, so I will do that first. I only have one. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this already. But so I have, actually let me show you never mind, I put it away. So this is April from the Cricut collection. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I have been doing this entire series. So here it is. So sorry, I'm using a different camera and I'm not quite sure where to hold my stuff anymore. There maybe? This is not good lighting. There we go. That's better. So this is April from the Cricut collection. This I started last year and I did show this in I think the last video maybe. Yeah, I believe I did. I finished up the letter A and the P. I had finished up the little bit of flowers down here on the letter P and then the A. So I did all the rest of it. Oh, and I had the R done as well. Sorry. So I did all the rest of it. So that's April. And I really like this one a lot. It's quite, sorry, I don't know how to figure this out. There we go. That's better. There we go. Sorry, I don't know how to work. Technology is not a friend. I don't know how to work it that well. And this actually has, if you guys can see down here, my daughter, last year when she was like 3 1/2, she wrote on this with a Sharpie. So not good, but that's fine because it's not even going to show where I plan on displaying this. It's going to be like folded over like that anyway, so not that big of a deal. But this does have one little, sorry, I don't know where I hold my stuff because the camera keeps moving. But I have one little like bunny right here that was the button for that. So that's super cute. So that's a finish. And then I have lots and lots of project bags. So I will show you guys those next. Okay, so in no particular order. Actually, no, I will do somewhat of an order. I will do the springish. I know I told you guys I had some spring fabrics that I was doing, so I will show you guys those now. Sorry, I still have kind of a cough from before. So this is the first one. This is elephants. There we go. Those are elephants. They're so stinking cute. And then the top fabric is this. You guys can see that there's birds and roses there. Love, 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 love this one. And the interior fabric is the roses and the birds. So that's that. Then the next one. Sorry. The next one is this one, which is actually the birds and the roses are in this one as well. I guess I have to hold it on this side from now on. But again with the roses, and then this one has these purple roses here and this really pretty lace that I put with this one for the accent. And the inside of this one is roses. So super pretty. I love these two so much. The next one is this one. And this is obviously butterflies and roses and these really beautiful birds here. Really pretty. This one I put yellow pom-pom trim, and I did some buttons on this one, some rose buttons that are obviously blue and yellow, so really pretty. And that one's butterflies inside. The next one, kind of staying with the spring stuff, is unicorns. So super pretty. Love this one. And this one has like baby pink pom-poms, and then I added some buttons on here, so obviously little rose buttons on that. So really pretty. Love that one as well. Then I'm gonna do, these are just kind of like every day, or this one is every day anyway, I should say. So this one is cats. So I have the top fabric is, I'm not sure what you would really call that, but there's lots and lots of cats there. So really pretty. I love this fabric. So that's that. And then the next one, the next two, I should say, are summery fabrics. So this is one that I put baby pink pom-poms on, and I put the button detail on that one. And it's got like cute little beach houses and sailboats. How could you not love that? And then the interior of this one is just, I match the top, so mine are always going to be that top one. So the interior of this one is the top of this, and so on and so forth for the rest as well. The next one I actually made this one specifically for trying to think of the name, which I'm blanking on, of the name of the mermaid. Enchanted Mermaid. Yes, Enchanted Mermaid, which I'm doing with Belinda from, I wanted to say my own channel, and I know that's not right. An Itch to Cross Stitch. Belinda from An Itch to Cross Stitch. So this is the bag I made to go with that. The top obviously to me looks like mermaid scales. Okay. And those are really beautiful mermaids. So pretty.
Okay.
What did I just do? Okay, sorry. Got a phone call. So they're really pretty mermaids. So that's that bag. The next two bags I have are like wildlife safari bags. So this one is elephants, and I showed you guys the fabric for these last week I think it was, or most of the fabrics anyhow. So this is how this one turned out. I love this one so much. And then the very last one, this is actually, okay, so it is Sunday today, Sunday, April 7th. And this is a gift for a friend. So you guys will not see this video post until probably Tuesday, because Monday night is when I go to my stitching night. And this is actually a gift that I just had decided, as soon as I saw the fabric, I had to make it for my friend Nicole, who I do stitching nights with. So hi, Nicole. So this is for you. So this is what I made for her. And so I got this fabric. Oh, if you guys are curious, I get most of my fabric from, well, I get all my fabric from either Fields Fabrics or Joann's Fabrics, one of the two. A lot of these fabrics are super old. I've had for a very long time. This one, though, is not. This one, I got this elephant from Fields Fabrics, and then this top fabric is from Hobby Lobby, actually. Because Fields didn't have one in the right tones to match with these giraffes, and that was kind of bugging me, so I was on the hunt for it, and I actually found it on clearance of all cases. But anyhow, So this is for my friend Nicole, and I'm super excited to give this to her tomorrow night. And I also made her a scissor fob as well. So we're gonna see if I can get a close-up of that for you guys. I don't know where to hold this. There we go. So here is, the scissor fob that I made for her. You guys can see that there is a giraffe there. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I do not know where to hold this stuff. Okay, so there's a giraffe there, and then there's like these little, where is it, right there, kind of like cheetah slash giraffe buttons, and then a lot of buttons I've had for a long time. I'm going to have my husband insert some pictures so you guys can see the little scissor fob better, because I do not know what I'm doing with this camera. But yeah, I had a lot of beads. Oh, and then there's this big giraffe one here too. That's the top of it. There you go. You can see it a little bit better now. So that's the fob I made to go, or the scissor, zipper pull that I made to go with it. So it's super cute. And the other thing is, okay, hopefully you guys can see that. You're back. Had technical difficulties. So anyway, I'm gonna give this to my friend Nicole tomorrow, and then you guys will see the video probably Tuesday morning, I'm guessing, because I don't get back from stitch night until late, or later anyway. So those are my finishes for the week, which for me that's a lot actually. I was very impressed with myself that I got this big old stack of bags there. Very cool. So next, let's get into what I've been stitching for the week. So because I've gotten a lot of sewing done, I haven't done an absolute ton of stitching. So, but I do have a couple of new starts, 2 new starts, and then like a tiny bit of another one that is an oldie but a goodie. So I'll show you guys that first. And that one, let's take out of here so we don't have to wear. Is this one, again, the Cricut collection. So spring right there. And this is what I have done thus far. I'm just going to take the Q-snap, take that piece off of here. She sings my little intro song, if you guys recognize that little tune. She does it too. My husband taught her to, I can't whistle, so he taught her to whistle it, so kind of cool. So here's this. Okay, I really am out of my element with this. Sorry, guys. That's the problem. Okay, there we go. So this is spring, and the only thing that I added to this was actually down here, this snail here. That's all I did on it, since you guys saw this last. Wait, no, you didn't see this at all. You did not see this, because I pulled this back out after I finished April. So this is the first you guys are seeing it. But anyway, that's all I've added to it, because I spent the entire week sewing. So that's what I have to show for that. The next thing I have is so I finally started this one here. This is Joy Sunday is the name of it. This is the spring Matrushka, or aka Russian doll. I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to see this, because it's literally white on white, P5200 on white. So I'm doing this with the Ada that came with it, and my stitches are right here. Yeah, you can barely see that, if you can even see it. Right there. So that's all I did. I didn't get into any of the fun colors, because the exact center is her hand right here. There's the center. So didn't get into any of the fun stuff yet, unfortunately, but that'll come. Huzzah. That'll come. She's saying Aurora, if you guys can. Come here. Come here. Okay, so the next thing that is a new start for me is Sunset by Rosed Manor. So that is this one here. So anyway, you guys have probably seen this a billion times. Maybe, maybe not. So I started this was all I did. And this is done on... Sorry, let me go back. I always forget to tell you guys what the fabric is. So this is stitched on 28 count even weave that I hand dyed myself last year. And this is stitched on 28 count even weave that I hand dyed myself. This is on a huge old piece of fabric. This was actually stitched on a botched piece of fabric that I kind of really messed up on. It was meant for something. It was meant for another project, and it totally did not work out at all, even slightly. This is all I have done obviously, but it was perfect for this well, this one right here. So if I hold it up, I wonder if the colors will yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit. The colors are pretty, you know, comparable, I think, anyway. But yeah, so I was very happy to put to use this guy. And it doesn't have the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Ombre looking effect, if you will, because this is definitely lighter going to, you know, darker down here. Mine doesn't necessarily have that exactly, but that's okay. I did start it in the lighter side, so I did at least get to kind of do that on purpose. So that's the other thing I have for stitching, and that's all of my stitching stuff that I have to show you guys. The next thing I'm going to go into is haul, and for that I'll just kind of jump right in. So because I stitched that bag of the giraffes for my friend, I actually can't even tell you how much I got. I can't even tell you guys how much I loved that bag. Like, loved it. So much so that I went and bought myself some fabric so I can make it for myself too. So I got the giraffe fabric from Fields, and then I went back and I bought the rest of the fabric that was on the bolt from Hobby Lobby of the giraffe, so that I can make the bag whatever. And my mom actually said she really loves it too, and she's not even into giraffes, so it's so funny, right? But I bought the rest of it was on clearance, so I got like 2 1/4 yards for like, I think it was $6.75. So that was a steal, complete and total steal. And then the rest of the stuff is just I've got clearance stuff, I've got some cross stitch stuff, I got all kinds of stuff. So I will just jump into that and show you guys. So the next thing I got was some fabric, and this is, isn't that cute? I don't know what it is, but I really love these little bunnies. So cute. So there's that. I got some fabric to make a bag at some point, and I do have a coordinating fabric to go with that. I don't know when I'll pull that out and make it, but maybe not till next year. And then another one I got was, this is actually meant for finishing, and the colors look like they will match exactly, and if they won't match well enough to my liking, then I know. What are you doing? You're being really loud. Really loud. So if they don't match to what I want, then I will just change the colors. But anyway, this is the fabric, and this I'm going to use for the Cricut Collection Easter. And I thought this would be absolutely adorable. It came from the Easter collection. So it's like an Easter plaid. Hey, I'm right here.
What's the clock?
No, I don't. That is I forget what they call it exactly, but that is a parrot call. Like, she is doing a flap, it's a flap call, that's what the term is. And so she's trying to get my attention and have me pay attention to her. So that's why you guys are hearing that, like, thing. Okay, so more haul. I got a lot of clearance stuff. So one of the things I grabbed was this. If you guys have seen this, it is a cross stitch planner. So I didn't want to pay the original, what was it, $39.99? No way. But this was $10, and I figured for $10, like, that's not bad at all. I am big into planners because that's actually what my Etsy shop that I have is for, like, custom-made planner stickers. So this was right up my alley personally, so I got that. And then the next thing I got, let me pull this out. Oh, there's more fabric. That's the giraffe fabric. I got this guy. I thought this was so cute. I've actually had my eye on this since I originally had saw it. And this is meant for, obviously, it's like, aren't those little sheep adorable? They're so cute, right? But this was purchased specifically for, so I don't really knit. I have knit. I know how to do, like, the most simple stitch of knitting, but I don't knit per se. I do a little, like, minuscule amount of crocheting. I know how to do that a little bit. I have a good friend that is really into crocheting, and she has offered to help me with that, but I'm kind of overwhelmed with craft stuff at the moment, so I'm really kind of into doing all this stuff. But anyway, so this bag was purchased because I have a whole bunch of knitting needles from my grandmother. And just different, like, her knitting stuff specifically. So right now it's in a bag that's just like this, just a different, it's got like birds and bird cages on it. But it's really, really heavy because it's like her entire collection, her entire lifetime collection of her knitting needles that I have. So this whole little pocket is really, really heavy. So I wanted a bag that was just designated for knitting stuff specifically. So that's what this is. And it was $5. And for $5, you can't go wrong. And I figured sheep knitting, obviously that goes together, right? So that's what this is for. And then another thing I grabbed that I thought, I don't know if this is, maybe you guys, if you knit, you can tell me. And if I don't need something like this, I'll just return it. But this was $2.49, and I figured, like, oh, maybe people use these. I don't know, but it's a yarn gauge ruler. So I'm assuming what you do is you stitch your, or knit or crochet, sorry, wrong terminology. You either knit or crochet, and then you measure, like, in the square how many stitches you get. I think that's how this works. But I picked this up because I thought, well, maybe that's a useful thing, and for $2.50, that's probably not a bad thing to have. Maybe, I don't know. It was originally $10, so I just grabbed that. And then another thing I grabbed. So the majority of this, yes, all this stuff is clearance that I got. So, well, except for these, I got some more. You guys probably don't care, but those are just little pins for sewing. Just a random thing I needed. Let's go this with the other haul. Okay, so another thing that I do craft-wise is tatting, and that is, for those of you who don't know, it's lace making, which is something that I believe my grandma did too, because she has a lot of tatting size needles. But anyway, so I got these two bobbins that go with some of my other tatting shuttles. And I already have some of the purples, but since they're clearancing them, I don't know if they're ever going to get these in again, so I figured I would grab them while they had them for super cheap. So I got those. Some more things I grabbed were some tatting, I don't know what you'd really call these. They're not even labeled really, other than the colors. But anyway, this stuff is these little rolls of the stuff here. So this one is Fruit Fizz. I think that's what that's on. And it's such a pretty color. If you guys can see that. Yep, that's better. Right there. And then I also grabbed Ocean Sunset. I actually have this color already, but I loved it so much that I got some more. Another bobbin, another skein. Maybe this is called a skein too. I got Latte Foam because I thought that'd be a good one to have with just kind of like more of a cream, but not pure white. And then Pastel Petals. This one. Super pretty. And these are all in size 3. And these are a size 20. So this one is yellow light. I love yellow, you guys. So that one is so pretty. And then this one is green ice. Super, super pretty. So that's my tatting stuff. Maybe I'll show you guys at some point. I've only done a little bit, but maybe I'll show you guys some of the tatting stuff that I've done at some point. If you guys are interested in that. Okay, so then the next stuff for haul is beading stuff. And if you guys saw my last video, you heard me talk about the fact that I've done jewelry making in the past, so I already have like, you know, like the supplies you would need for that. But I got some more beads for zipper pulls, and somebody did ask me in the comments, what are you doing? Oh, that's your food in that one. So somebody did ask me in the comments if I'm going to be selling any of my project bags or my zipper pulls, or like if I make scissor fobs, things like that. I will. I don't know when I'm going to get around to doing all of that. The bags that I have now, I'm planning on making zipper pulls for all of my bags, these and all my other ones. For myself, I probably have about 25 bags, maybe more. And most of them have whips in them. So I needed some more because I have more whips and more plans of different projects that I'm doing. So yeah, I have a bunch of bags, but I don't feel so bad because I'm making them myself. So it's not like I'm spending oodles of money on every bag, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, getting off. So these all came from different places. I think they might be kind of mixed up. So anyway, so this is one of them. These freshwater pearl beads. So these are super cute. I love those. I also got this just kind of rose gold color. I do have a special plan for this. I don't know when I'm going to make this. Actually, I'll show you guys the other beads that I have plans for that with first. So these are another one that are going to go with that. Along with these. Really, really sparkly. Along with these. Right there. And these. They're kind of like champagne-y colors, most of them. I picked up another one of these because I obviously got more of the fabric, so I need more of those. And then I have these are like roses on them, if you guys can see that, hopefully. See if that, I don't know if that helps at all. And then these, but I think I'm going to return these because they are really large and heavy. These are just gray owls. And I did get some other owls that I'll show you guys. Actually, I'll leave that out to show you if I remember. So next, I grabbed a triangular needle file. So I thought this would be useful. I've never had one of these, but for the metal work that you have to do, I thought that would be useful for that. Anyway, and then these are actually some more beads for going along with the ones I just showed you in the champagne colors. These right here, so sparkly. These are from Hobby Lobby right here, by the way. And then these right there, and these. And the only other ones that I'm going to put in with these will be ones that you guys have already seen in the last video and the last haul, that are kind of like the same color scheme. And then I grabbed this one, which are purple, because I went back again to kind of match some of my colors because, oh, and one more from there. These two. I already had one of these, but I got another one because they go with like almost every bag that I have. But what I did was I went back because I have a lot of bags that I made with invisible zippers, which I didn't think that I could attach zipper pulls to them, but I did see a way on the actual zipper where I can do that, so I definitely plan on doing that. When I will get all those ones, I don't know, but I will show you guys as I make the zipper pulls. I'll just show you guys them as they're finished so you can kind of see what I'm doing and what they look like and everything. Next, as I just showed. And then I have, oh, this is another clearance thing. This is just, I have one of these already, but mine is a big, huge sheep. So I just got this as like a little keychain size, really small. It's a needle gauge, so it's got, I just thought that was a good size. So it's got the needle gauge thing for the small ones, big ones, and then a little tiny ruler and another like how many stitches you get per inch ruler on there as well. What are you doing? You want some papaya? Yeah? I'll get you some when I'm done with the video. But you gotta stop your screaming. So that's that. And then I grabbed, oh, this is gonna be for the unicorn bag. I'm gonna use that on there. This one is gonna be for the mermaid bag that I showed you guys. So that's gonna go in there and it matches perfectly. The colors are just awesome. I got this little guy specifically for the little, for the DPNs, the little sheep, if you can see that in there. And then I grabbed 3 different, no, technically 4. I did open one and use it already. I know that's against the rules before you show it, but I did. But these are wires for jewelry making. So gold, bronze, and antique brass. So those. That's everything in there. And then I have one more bag. So almost done. Oh, and this one has the most stuff in it, of course. So this is nylon cording. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. I might return it because I did see some other cording that I liked. That I think was silk cording, I want to say. But I'll have to do some research before I do anything with those. Because I've never done beading with cording, actually. So that'll be a learning experience. I have some purple ones. Because I don't know if I actually mentioned, but yeah, I did. The bags that I wouldn't match colors before, I can. So I went back and got like purples and different stuff like that. And then I got these little bunnies for my, you guys can see those or not? Those are for the Easter bags that I have. Oh, and then I have 2 of, shoot, I don't have all my haul because I had 4 more pieces. I have 4 more pieces of fabric, so those are in the wash, so you guys can't see those. I'll show those another time. But, where is it? These actually go with the bag. So this is mine, which is Cancer, and my husband's, which is Libra. These are the little charms that are going to go with that bag because it has a like astrology kind of looking fabric that goes with it that I love. So that's what those are for. And then I have roses here. And these actually go perfectly with those rose color, purpley, berry looking bags that I showed you guys already. I have a little snowman. And some of these too I did purchase specifically just with the intention of making stuff to sell. So I don't plan on like using absolutely everything for just myself. Just to put that out there. I don't need this many beads for just me. And then roses. Those will go with Valentine and the rose bags. These really pretty purple ones. And then some more purple ones. Really, really deep, like dark purple. And then another dark purple, but like a medium size. Sorry, you guys, this cough won't go away. And then another purple, but these are like even bigger. I love these. I love that color. So pretty. And here's some more. I'll just show you guys the rest of the purples. Here's some more purple. That one there. And then I think this is the last purple. I'm pretty sure. Next one here. So all those purples. Here's some more roses. They're smaller and not as dark. More roses here. I have little tiny elephants, and those are gonna go with obviously my elephant bags and whatever else. You guys, if you have watched my other videos, you know I'm utterly obsessed with elephants and love them. So that's where that comes in. And then I have another charm. This is a skull, and it's got like a pink. You guys can see that there. It's got like a pink flower on it. And this is for a specific bag that I bought, or a specific fabric, I should say. The bag is not made yet. I still have to make them. The next round of bags I make will be probably further down the line because I'm kind of sewn out. A little tighter sewing at the moment. But I have tons of Christmas and tons of fall and Halloween fabrics, so I obviously have to make those at some point. But that's specifically for one that's got kind of like sugar skull looking skulls on it. So then I have some more bunnies to go with some of my Easter fabrics. And then little tiny mini skulls. More skulls. I bought that one specifically for obviously the little diamond encrusted looking one, and because there's, you know, a variety of colors and such too. Shoot, they only give you one yellow. That's a bummer. And then more skulls. These, I already have these, but I got another one because obviously you only get one of every color. And just for the record, I don't have a thing with like skulls. I'm not obsessed with skulls. They were on sale, so I got a bunch in different sizes and shapes. And then the owls. These are the owls that I got. And these, the orange and the teal and the brown specifically, I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, but they go with a specific bag that I have that's kind of like a winter/fall bag. And so this is what I was going to show you guys comparing to each other, why I'm definitely returning these gray ones. Look at the size difference. Like these over here, these are so heavy, and I don't want that much weight on a zipper pull. I just feel like that's way too much. Unless it's just one singular bead on its own, then that's fine, but I like a lot of blings, so I'm not going to do that. I want like different beads on my pulls, personally. Anyway, but so that's my haul. There's a lot of it. I know it's not specifically stitchy related. It's sort of for me. I can stretch it at being for me because it's for my stitchy stuff. So official stitchy stuff, I do have some haul coming, which I'm very, very excited about. And I will show you guys that when I do get it. So I don't know when that will be, but I do have a nice chunk of stuff. So I'll show you guys that as I get it, and plans for it. I don't know when I'll do any of it, but one of my stitchy friends, Sue's, hi Sue, she started, no, she didn't start yet, but she has the fabric for oh gosh, Crowns of the Kingdom, and I had that pattern as well, and she sent me text messages of the picture of the fabric she has, and oh my gosh, now I want to start that one, but I just started Rosewood Manor, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Too many stitchy things to do. Not enough time in the day, not enough time in the life, right? But so plans, I am gonna for sure work on spring. I'm getting a little bit burned out from those, to be honest, but I want to power through it and see if I can get them done. No more sewing, I don't think. Zipper pulls for sure. I'm going to be working on some of those, so I should hopefully show you guys next week what I do have done of those. I didn't really get much stitching like you guys saw, which is fine, but I'm kind of like really, really wanting to, so I don't want to focus too much on a gazillion other things. I want to get back to stitching. But what stuff specifically I will stitch, definitely the spring, like I said. And then I want to give some more love to get back on my stitching schedule with like what I used to stitch. So like on the 10th, go back to my beaded embroidery elephant. And I missed the 6th actually, but I could always, you know, go back and do my unicorn, if you guys have seen that before, if you remember it. I haven't worked on it since, I didn't work on it at all in March, so February was the last time I even picked it up, so probably I'll pull that one back out. I did work on, shoot, that one I didn't show you guys. I did work on Spider-Man for my son Ethan, so I did get a nice chunk of that done, so I'll have to pull that one out maybe and show that. But other than that, whatever I kind of feel like, because I freed up April, I have this entire month basically to stitch whatever I feel like whenever I want. So I'm not going to hold myself to any like specific schedule of I have to stitch this because this has to be done by such and such a date kind of thing, like I was before with everything. So I'm going to leave it totally free and open. But anyway, hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you have a good week to come. And I will see you guys later. Bye.